Good morning and welcome to Mastering the Emotional Mind. I'm your host, Lou Lagan, mindset coach and mentor. A little bit croaky this morning. I want to take you on a little journey with me. Imagine you're setting off from the north of England and you're heading to the Eurotunnel. And you've allowed plenty of time for your journey. You're travelling alone, driving, but you've allowed plenty of time, an extra 3 hours, to accommodate Operation Brock with all the hold-ups on the M20. And everything's going swimmingly according to plan until you start on the approach to the Dartford crossing. And there you see the signs for an hour's delay. You're about 10 miles away and you're not moving. You think, I think this might be more than an hour. But never mind, we've still got plenty of time. As we get towards 2 hours, it starts to dawn on you that, I'm not going to make that 4:20 crossing that I'm booked on. I wonder what starts going through your mind then. What's going to happen with that booking? You're not going to make it now, certainly not the 4:20. And as you're trundling along at snail's pace, approaching the Dartford crossing, moving well into hour 2, past hour 2 even, suddenly there's an almighty lurch of the car. And you look behind to see the most enormous HGV that's driven into the back offside corner. And as you get out, think about what's going through your body now. What emotions are coming up? What's your stress level like at this point? And then when you look at the HGV, you realise it's not registered in the UK. And the driver doesn't speak any English. And you, of course, don't speak whatever language it is that he's speaking. Consider now what's going on inside. What's the damage? Is it damage that's going to allow you to continue? Or is it something that's going to delay your trip long term? What do you do? What if the driver won't swap details? All of the what ifs going through your mind. But fast forward, you deal with it, you move on with it, but we're now well past 3 o'clock and we're still not over the crossing. And there's no chance of getting this crossing through the tunnel at 4:20 because we still have to negotiate Operation Brock. And eventually you cross over the Dartford crossing and you get to the M20. Briefly, very briefly, because just as you arrive, it's no longer operating as a contraflow, they're closing it completely. So you're sent off on a detour. A detour that will bring you wickedly back to the M20 just to tease you as they close the slip road onto the M20 and send you off on another diversion. And as we're heading past 7 p.m, having been on the road now since before 7 a.m, what's going through your mind now? How are you feeling? What's your blood pressure like? No one to share this with. This is just you in the car. Now, why am I sharing this with you? NLP allowed me to manage my state throughout that day. That was my journey last Thursday. And if I go back 10 years, with all of those things happening, I would have been stressed to the hilt. I would have been up a height. But I managed my state using NLP. I invited myself to choose the most helpful option. What was going to be the most helpful way for me to behave, for my state of being in that moment? Now, it didn't remove the stress. It was irritating. It was frustrating. But it didn't come through as a negative energy and impact my day. I knew I would be able to get a later train through the tunnel. I knew that me getting agitated wasn't going to help sort out the issue with the HGV driving into the car. Luckily, I was able to continue with my journey, and main thing, nobody was hurt. But by allowing myself those options, and we're not talking about what was right or what was wrong, it was simply what was more useful, what was most helpful. And by focusing on that, I was then able to manage my state, still enjoy my day. I had a great day on Thursday, even handing over the teddy bear passports as we went through passport control eventually. So if it's something that you'd like to know a little bit more about and understand how you too can make that switch to moving from behaviours that are unhelpful to those that empower us and allow us to still enjoy our day and enjoy being us, then please get in touch to ask about our NLP diploma that's coming up soon. In the meantime, have a wonderful day and don't forget to have some shenanigans. Take care.